Hello, my loves. Welcome to your collective reading. If you are here, I absolutely believe that there is something here for you, that you have been brought here for a reason. When I was tuning in today to this message for all of you, the sense that I had was that the reading today is going to be about change, a sense of change, impending change for all of us. God help us all. So here we go. Without further ado, let's just get straight into it and see what wants to come through for you today. Sending you all my love. Alrighty, that card has popped straight out. Okay, interesting. I'll show you the card and then I'll tune into what I sense this card is about today. So we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups, my darlings. Interesting. This card is about a decision. It's so funny when I saw it, like I was like, oh, it's the lovers. And then I'm like, no, it's not. It's not the lovers, it's the Two of Cups. Interesting. Um, the twos are decision cards. The Two of Cups in particular is about a decision that's going to involve your emotional well-being. Um, the cups are about the emotions and emotional fulfillment. When I look at this, as I normally say, for me, the first card of the reading is the most important always because it gives this theme. And the sense I get is that you're kind of at a crossroad, without being too much of like a cliche tarot reading. It sounds like, oh my God, I'm just hearing myself going, what a toss. Anyway, but it's actually genuinely what I feel. I look at this card in this moment and I just feel like, well, what are you going to choose? I feel like someone is offering you this cup and you have a choice to either stay the same, stay with something you know that's safe and familiar, or to change or to take a different path. And as I always say as well, take with you from this reading what resonates, just have the discernment to make this reading your own. But my sense is that if this has landed in your life right now, it's because you are choosing. There is this possibility of a new way of being, a new way of life, something that feels softer. Oh, I just get actually when I feel into this new way of being, I feel this big relief. I feel this sense of strength when I look at this card more. I don't know, where am I putting this? I never know where to freaking put it. When I look at this card more, um, get in there, Tiger. I look at that half lion combo eagle creature overlooking these two beings, and that is two very strong totems right there. Both the eagle providing this higher perspective and the lion providing this strength, both of them pretty close to the top of their food chain, in terms of just finding, I guess again, I feel to say that word discernment, that discernment to be able to choose which cup do you want to drink from. I look at that card and I look at those two snakes above the two cups. And I think we pulled this card recently in another reading. And these snakes always remind me, and they're linked to that energy of healing. A lot of different healing symbols have the green serpenty thing. I look at this now with the two snakes and the two cups, and I feel like it's up to you to decide which is the path that will bring the most healing, that will bring the most medicine, that will have you feel the strongest, that will give you a very different lens on life. And one cup is going to be easier to drink, and the other cup, I feel they're telling me to just say it. I feel you're going to lose something. I feel you're going to lose something to drink the other cup. So one cup has more gifts, but more loss. And by loss, I feel like it could be many things. And the channel that I'm getting is it's not about what's lost. It's about how well you can move through and out the other side of accepting the truth, which is that life is continually about loss. We're constantly losing something. You know, something is always changing, something is always evolving. And the question that comes is if you're willing to let go of something, wow, you have got a really beneficial nectar there to drink from. Something very new. And the words that I keep getting are relief. And I just feel this, when I feel into you drinking this new cup, I swear, I actually just want to groan with relief. Like it's like this feeling of like, thank sweet mother that you picked that cup and that you didn't keep trying to bash your head. They're literally showing me an image of someone bashing their head against a wall, like trying to convince something to stay the same or convince someone to change. Someone who's not capable of change. They're certainly not willing to change the way that you would desire in this moment to meet you. And so the sense that I get is that this might be about the alchemy of a type of relationship with someone or the way that you do work, you know, or the way that you do family life, you know, the way that you've made yourself over available. Feels like a lot of healing from an energy of people pleasing, from an energy of they want me to just straight say these words. The line that comes to me is from this energy of, you'll only love me if I do X. You'll only love me if I be this. And this feels like this, just put that cup down, you know, and are you willing to drink? A very different kind of, they want you to use the word nectar, like it is a healing nectar. And the challenge with this healing nectar is that they're saying you're going to have to let go of one cup before you've drunk from the next. So you're not actually going to know what the rewards are yet. This is going to be an act of faith, of you trusting yourself and trusting that you have the capacity to land on your feet, trusting your inner voice, trusting that you know what's best for you and that you're no longer willing to, I feel like they just want me to be harsh. You don't want to be anybody's biatch, you know, like you're no longer willing to just have the kind of energy where you are, they want me to use the word slave. It's super heavy word, but praying that is not a massive trigger for somebody. If it is, my profound apologies. But there's this energy, regardless of whew, whatever your background is, they just keep saying this word like biatch, you know, so like this energy of you, they're showing me you on the floor, like on your knees, you know, like praying down to someone's feet and they're just saying enough with this is actually not how you get love. It is a false love. And that's actually not love. And that's not really the love that can fulfill you. It's not the love that you want. And oof, good luck, you know. But anyway, if you're willing apparently to drink from the other cup, there's very good things coming. Very good things coming. Holy mother, that was a little bit of a heavy entry into this reading. My apologies. Don't shoot the message out. I'm just doing my best to do this reading. Let us see what else we have for you, my darling. I feel like I want to ask, how do you get the strength? How do you get the courage? Like if there's no knowing of this second path, and if you feel in your gut, I sense that if you have landed on this reading, that it is because you are starting to sense that you have to let something, someone, some pattern go, and changing that, like it's about boundaries, you know, and changing that is going to bring a massive change into your life and that you're scared. You know, fair call. Like I'd be scared. You know, you're scared of what that change is going to be. And I want to ask for a card to support you with how do you find the courage? Feels like this one. The courage to take this action. Okay. Man, we've had a few repeat cards. I promise you that I shuffle. Really do shuffle. Okay. Here we have this Three of Wands. It's so interesting. This card is about being on a journey of change. That is literally the meaning of this card. In the two, the person is still in their tower, but in the three, they've left the tower and they're on the journey and they are out in the world seeing what is going to come to them. They don't know what's going to come to them. There's all this illumination. The ocean is covered in light. The whole sky is covered in light. Literally, the whole card is covered in courage. And the line that comes to me from this is that the way to activate your courage is through action by taking the step. That actually your whole solar plexus will be charged with power the second that you choose you. The second you have the courage to choose you, that is what is actually going to bring you the greatest gift, which you don't even know that's going to be the greatest gift. But the greatest gift is going to be your sense of self-respect, your sense of feeling brave, feeling proud that you are willing to honor yourself above people pleasing, above serving others, and that you don't know what that looks like. You don't know what that looks like. But the way to get the courage is through taking the step. It's kind of like a really like dodgy card. If I was you, I'd be kind of annoyed. I'm like, damn, that's like super dodgy. But that is what is coming, is that the only way you can do this is, and I feel like they're expanding this channel now. Thank you, Spirit. They're saying that the ducks are never going to look lined up. The ducks are never going to look perfect. I feel like part of you is waiting for some moment, and actually, that a part of you is waiting for maybe they'll change. Maybe if I try and explain it again in a different way, in another form, that they'll understand. They're not, is what this card is like. No, you need to embark on your journey of self-respect, your journey of raising your boundaries, your journey of honoring yourself, and trust that those who deserve you will come with, and those that do not may not join you on this new path. And perhaps another time will come where you get another round with some of these people, and perhaps another time won't come. But the way forward is literally the way forward is by taking a step in your self-honoring, a step that feels like that lion eagle energy, a step that feels like a higher perspective, coming from a place of faith without knowing what the journey will bring. That is what that card is about. Oh la la. All right. What else do we want to know, Spirit? What else do we have for this beautiful collective today? Just tuning into the next placement of this card. Okay, I feel like I want to ask like a practical, like what does this step look like? So as always, I just wait for the cards to pop out. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, this little cutie, Page of Pentacles. Pages tend to be about this kind of energy of inspiration and hope. And the pentacles are the sign of the four different suits. They are the sign that is about the real world. So they're about the coins, bringing in the results of all your hard work. And so when I tune into this with the card placement of, practically, what does this look like? It's really interesting. The line that comes to me, the line that I get is that just picture one step, one core practical thing that you can do, that you can implement, that you can put into place around your self-respect, your boundaries. You're shifting this pattern of, they keep wanting me to use that word slavery, so intense, but it is this energy of you being of service to others from a place that is not self-respectful, from a place where the line that I feel like they chose that word very specifically because the line that they're saying is it's like you felt you had no choice, that it was forced upon you and you were powerless to have this energy of service. to whoever this person is. Um, and I do feel it is someone in your life that you felt an energy of. The line they're saying is it's when they use the word slavery, it's this energy of unequal service where you were giving but not receiving. This energy of you feeling that the only way that you could survive this relationship with this person was to be the person who constantly gave. And that the rules were theirs. But right now, the page of Pentacles has come up to say, wait a minute, you have a very concrete, inspirational idea that you can implement right now. What is it? And I feel like what this card is about is it's literally just saying one step. So that might be one text message with one sentence with one boundary. That might be, watching whatever it is, a YouTube video on something to do with, authentic conversations. It might be some type of self-love, self-care workshop for you. Whatever it is, I feel it's an idea that you've already had, that you've already got, but that hasn't been implemented. And so that's what I feel this card is about. It's like a little reminder of, hey, wait a minute. You've had a few inspired ideas, but you haven't actioned them. Turn this page into a night, get on your horse and take some action to actually bring in the kind of results that you're really desiring, the kind of life that is healing and nourishing. Once again, this card is just bathed in the yellow, that solar plexus kind of willpower, courage energy. Sorry, I'm just like twisting over my words today. um, tongue tangled. And it's interesting. I kind of feel it's almost related to the channel itself. It's like you're holding onto your words because you're scared to speak them out. Man, do I get this? I feel this is so for me as well. Holy Mother of God, everything is a mirror. Anyway, let's forget that for a moment. Thank you, not thank you. Uh, this little puppy has a green field, a green little dress, his little outfit, his little homeboy outfit, whatever is going on there. You can see this card looks hopeful. And to me, this is saying, just take your one step and you watch the hope land in your body. You watch the courage pour into your cells and you watch your world begin to change. And then I feel like I want to ask, and then what? And then what happens? And then what is this beautiful collective going to see? Then what is this beautiful collective going to gain, going to win, going to love, going to feel? Like, why? I mean, let's face it. Why would anybody want to go through all this freaking hellhole of like change, if there's no good juju on the other side? That sounds shit. So, what have we got for you? What have we got for you? What have we got for you? Okay. Ooh, that's a couple of cards. That's all right. Sometimes more is more. Okay. Wow. This is sometimes cards are so cool. They actually blow my friggin' mind. All right. How are we going to do this? Look at these two puppies together. We have the Five of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay. In the Five of Cups, you can see this person is there looking at their cups. And some of the cups have been thrown on the floor, like downwards. They've spilt over. Some of the cups are just there, but this person is not interested in these cups because this person knows that the cups being offered don't fulfill them. They've got this black cloak on of grieving. There is a loss, just coming back to that theme. And they are looking at this river almost, and the sense I get in this moment is like this river is just collecting the tears and the waters lost from those cups, saying, I've got you, everything just come into the river. I feel it's almost like I'm hearing the word Ganges. It's like this replenishing rivers of life, where give it to the river, give it to the mother, like give your pain, give your fears. I actually almost feel that this card is like an invitation to a ceremony for you, of like give your fears to the mother, give your fears to the river, give your pain, give your doubts all the parts of you that are like, but what's going to happen? You know, what if I don't find the new people or the new way or the new path? Like, what's going to happen when I change? Like, when if I say no to this, like if I say no to them or no to this thing and yes to me, like, what's going to happen? And that's when we get this puppy. This puppy is epic. Aces are always amazing, 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 amazing. This ace, as you can see, the aces are always, oh, they're always like kind of miracle godsend energy. So it's like this replenishing force. And the Ace of Cups is the replenishment of love, the replenishment of fulfillment. And the line I get is just you wait. Just you wait. When you have the courage to let those cups spill into that river, just you wait to see what the universe is going to bring you. Look at that bird bringing the frickin' holy goodness with this waterfall flowing out of the cup, like the beautiful lotus flowers, you know, growing in the gorgeous lake. Oh, all those little droplets falling from that waterfall. And this cup is being offered of something very new, something very replenishing. But the truth is, you have to choose if you're going to drink from it. Are you going to drink from that cup? Because it's going to take some courage to drink from this cup, this unknown cup of self-reverence and self-honoring. Oh, that I feel like that card just wanted to come. Oh, maybe that one too. Tricky, tricky. What are these cards about? Just feeling into the placement of these cards. What do you need to know next? What do you need to go next about the path forward? Okay, so interesting. You know how I mentioned the Two of Wands? There he is. The Two of Wands just coming in. What you need to know is that you have choices. You have choices, right? So, I don't know which way to show this. Bloody hell. Doing some weird. Okay, here we go. Boom, boom. So you got these puppies, all right? The two is he's in his tower and he's contemplating. That's actually where you are. You're like, do I, don't I? Oh my God, what if my whole world changes? Hello, I think your whole world is actually going to change. And I think that's going to happen whether you want it to or not. And the three, which we've already pulled, is you stepping onto a new timeline. Just choosing something else. What I find so interesting about this character is we know it's the same character because we know the two cards are continued one from the other. But in the three, it's almost like the character looks like he's taking up so much more space, you know, just you get this sense of like something a bit more embodied. It's a bit more bold and almost like the line I get is not afraid to take up room in the world, not afraid to take up room in the world. It's awesome. It's awesome. And that can only come if you're willing to take that risk in the two, you know, to step out of that tower with that globe in your hand and choose this path, choose this adventure, this new way of being that is very unknown. That is freaking scary, but it's actually going to bring you awesome stuff. Going to bring you awesome stuff. And the other card that came out that I absolutely want to mention is not only did you get the Ace of Cups, but you got the Page of Cups, right? Pages are always about this hope, this new like inspiration that lands after you do the journey 1 to 10, however the 10 ends, the page comes in with this energy of inspiration. And in that cup is this little fish that you are checking out, and that is this opportunity being presented to you to find a different way, a new way to do things differently, to honor yourself, honor your right for your friggin' emotional sanity, your emotional sanctity, you know, and it's almost like I look at that and it's like he's communing with this fish. I've never really seen this card that way before, but that's what's standing out today. And I feel he's like in communion with this fish, in conversation with this fish, like tuning into himself, saying, what do I need? And I feel like that could be a really good question for you right now. What do you need emotionally more than anything? Like as just a question for your life. And can these people or this person meet you there? Can they give you that or can they not? And if they can't, then perhaps there may be a need for, in whatever way is meaningful for you, to take a step into a bolder, more courageous path of honoring who you are, what you deserve, what you're worthy of, and what you're willing to change in order to bring in that new life, that new version of your existence. It's pretty cool. I feel we now have one final card, my loves. One final card for this little reading. That, oh, two cards there. Oh, there's quite a few cards here. All right. Final two cards. What do you need to know for this journey of moving forward? What do you need to know as waiting for you on the other side? So cool. Okay, two cards. First card I want to talk about is the Hermit. Ah, the Hermit. Hermit is a beautiful card. The Hermit is when we remember that the biggest gifts in life come from going within. And there is the Hermit, someone willing to shut life out, to just stop distracting themselves from the noise of, and let's face it, society and human life today, it's so noisy, right? You know, Insta and Facebook and all the things and all the emails and freaking, messages, and there's 15 million portals that you can be contacted on. It takes courage for someone to say, no, I won't be responding to any of those for the next X number of hours, whatever, you insert the number there, because I am looking at my own light within. This is about someone being willing to find the illumination within themselves, the answers within themselves. That is your invitation. You know what you need to do. You actually know. And this reading for you is just a little sign that you have the strength, that you have. They're showing me that little image of like a newborn foal on its wobbly little legs, and that you might feel wobbly, but that little newborn is born able to walk immediately, as can you. You can immediately take steps into honoring the divinity within you, into your own illumination, into just a very new way of finding light in the world, a very new life waiting for you if you're willing to perhaps lose something, someone, some chapter. Even it might be a part of you, an aspect of who you were, a part of your identity. But if you're willing to let that go and let the Hermit guide you, then you've got something really beautiful coming. And what you have coming is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is the king of action. This is when you land in a place where you trust yourself because you took action that was guided from your soul, and you start reaping the rewards. Here, the little totem is this lizard. There is this massive lizard cloak that the king is wearing, and there's a little lizard out the front on his little altar throne. And lizards are about regeneration because it doesn't matter how many times they lose their friggin' tail, they will grow that puppy back. They make a cat look like a slacker with its 9 lives. Anyway, very regenerative energy. And lizards are also about stepping into the light, like being allowed to be the protagonist of your own life. Very much lizard energy too. It's interesting. I look at this king and the way he's just looking away. He's looking into his own future, into his own light, into his own path. And there's just this quiet confidence and trust and faith in what you choose, even if, like the little foal, there's some wobbles. Doesn't matter if there's wobbles. You were born to walk. You were born to move forward, and this is about taking those steps. And the King of Wands as the final card is the reminder, almost like I feel it's like tapping into a new timeline of this is who you become when you're willing to honor yourself. You know, I love those dragons in the background, just like following the magic on your path, like trusting the power, trusting you, that you're constantly supported. You know, follow your passion, follow your growth. I love the crown in that you become this protagonist. I keep repeating that word. You become the king of your life. Like you are in charge. You are not here to do what other people want you to do. You're here to actually honor yourself as the most powerful, fully embodied, courageous version of you. That is the world's greatest gift for you and for the world. So, in summary, my loves, decision. All right, decision. You're going to stay with the past. You're going to go with the new. Which nectar will you drink? One is going to be pretty familiar, but not bring you much. And the other one's going to be this other path that's going to bring you a whole new journey. We had our puppies on the journey, okay, in the safety here, and then taking the step into this unknown, absolutely trusting yourself, having to embody some courage. We were reminded to take some type of practical step, one tiny step to hold on to hope that it's all going to be okay, that you can do this, that you're supported. We were reminded that the way forward is going to be to let something go, something that doesn't serve you, and trust that your full self-love is coming, that this full sense of gift and renewal and emotional fulfillment is coming in ways you cannot even imagine, gifts you can't imagine, if you are willing to just let go of what doesn't serve you and just give it back to Mother Earth. A reminder that the Page of Cups is supporting you, that there's this energy of hope inside you holding on to this possibility of what if I can be happy? What if there's this whole new way? It's totally happening. It's totally coming. It's totally possible. You've got this. The reminder that the path forward is the Hermit, to go within, seek your own illumination. And the final card, the King of Wands, the King of Action. Take steps that honor you, and you will get results that honor you. And that, my love, is your collective reading for the day. I trust that this has supported you in some way. If you want to know more about me, all the details will be in the comments below. Would love for you to comment in how this reading was meaningful for you, what you got from it, how it resonates. I send you so much love. If you feel to do the whole like, subscribe thing, that would also be incredibly supportive. Many, many blessings. Stay magical. Until next time. Bye, beauties.